I haven't come across a personality like her. She is so passionate, enthusiastic, and laborious I have witnessed till now by seeing the phenomenal changes in her way of speaking. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rajni and you are watching Try to Thrive. In today's session, you are not only going to learn new words, but also you will get to know how hard work can give you the desired results. Watch the entire conversation. You will get to know how Nutan has achieved the desired fluency in English. Though she was not able to speak English, she had a lot of fear and she was not able to present herself in front of people. But now she is. So, what is that? What she did? That is hard work with patience. So, when you put a lot of efforts into practice deliberately with full of patience, you can achieve anything. She inspired me a lot today, and I firmly believe if she can do it, so can you.
It's a big achievement. You should be proud of yourself, and I appreciate that you did it.
And I just that moment pat myself. Okay, I can do this. I'm having that kind of fire, that kind of capability. Because I thought, okay, let's talk with them. No one is going to judge me, and all we are all like at the same level. So that is why I started talking with people, and I am feeling right now that yeah, I have gained something. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You tell me, what about you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you so much for asking me too. So how was your morning?
It's been actually a little bit hectic because since earlier I knew that okay, I have a meeting with you, that is why a little bit hectic, but yeah, now it's fine, it's smooth.
Great. How are you feeling?
uh, a little bit nervous, not that much, while
Alright.
talking with you. For I'm talking with you, that is why I used to watch your videos and all on YouTube, that is why, and I sent you a mail though, so that is why a little bit, not that much. It will automatically remove.
Yes, yes. After like a few minutes, you will feel comfortable definitely. Okay, so I welcome you to my platform, my YouTube channel, which is Try to Thrive. And yeah, so may I know about yourself?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Nutan and I'm from Mathura, UP. And I'm a homemaker and I run a YouTube channel as well. And if I tell you about my qualifications, then I'm graduate and I'm blessed with 2 kids. Thank you, ma'am.
Great. Yeah. So you are a YouTuber right now. What else do you do?
Like English video it's all about English, like talking about my experiences earlier I had. So these kind of things I shared on
So
my videos.
you are just working on YouTube. Apart from that, you don't do like you are just taking care of your family and house.
Yeah, taking care
Yeah.
of all the things.
That's great. Even it's even great that you have started your YouTube channel simultaneously with your house chores. Great, and you are learning the. So may I know why you are learning the language or what is the reason behind it?
Yeah, ma'am, it's been my passion and it is my passion. And since childhood, I used to dream that I wish I could speak in English. I wish I could have a good command over English language, right? And 3 years ago, I started my YouTube channel. And since then, I have been making my own videos. But yeah, earlier I used to make my solo videos. And I think it's been 1 month, quite 1 month, yeah. And I have been talking with people as well. Earlier I was like talking with myself, so I was not that much confident. I do not feel that much confident, right? And the thing was, the reason behind it, that I didn't have that courage to talk with people with the confidence. I used to feel shy, hesitant, that is why. But yeah, I feel that nowadays, since I'm talking with people, communicating with them in English at least for 15 to 20 minutes on every single day I'm talking, so that is why I feel like I have gained my confidence.
So it means you are the evidence of the results which you got by practicing every single day. So it means people who complain or people who have the doubt that how to improve English, how to be good at English, or how to speak English fluently and confidently. So this is the right answer, to practice every day, which will enhance, which will boost your confidence, your English language skills, and you will be very good at your body language, that is non-verbal communication. When you talk to people in video calls, you are able to see yourself and you are able to see others too. And when you indulge in these kind of conversations, you learn a lot from others, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
True that.
So it's been 3 years that you have been working on YouTube.
Yeah, ma'am, but I would say the experience is 2 years, not 3 years, because 1 year I was just doing with wholeheartedly. I was continuously making my videos, and the second year I just dropped. Not a single video I made that time. I was like kind of demotivated, and again third year, sorry, I just bounced back, and I was like thinking that okay, no one is watching me. At least I can work on myself. I can just improve my way of speaking. That is why I starting it over that moment, third year. So now I feel that okay, at least I am doing something. Had I not taken that step, like that decision I took earlier 3 years back, I would not have doing this kind of things, right? So I feel very much proud of myself.
You should be, I guess, because, but I am sad that you just dropped for 1 year. You didn't work, because if you had worked there for that 1 year too, I guess you could have achieved something. So how many subscribers
No,
do you have right now?
ma'am, this moment I think 1,000 plus. But yeah, when first year I was making my videos, it was only just 84 subscribers I had, and the videos number of videos were 85. So I was like kind of demotivated. I was like disheartened that no one is watching me and I'm not improving. And the main reason I would say, the main that moment element of my mind, I was like thinking in my mind that okay, I'm not having any partner. That is why I was feeling like low, I cannot do this. I was like lacking the partner. That is why I just stopped all the things. I dropped all the things. No, I don't have to make videos, because to whom I can talk with in English. And yeah, I knew that there are a lot of platforms like Ace Fluency and Clappingo and all. But you know what? The courage was missing there. I didn't have courage. I was not courageous enough to like face people like such a way, having such a video talk with them. I was not courageous enough. That is why I didn't try. But yeah, when I now you can just ask that how did you start now? How are you doing these kind of things? Because I would say that I'm talking with people and it's been 1 month, and I feel that there are a lot of co-learners in that particular app, right? Skype app. So I thought okay, let's talk with them. No one is going to judge me and all. We are all like at the same level. So that is why I started talking with people, and I am feeling right now that yeah, I have gained something. My like confidence has magnified now, I feel.
I would appreciate you that your language skills are great. You are an eloquent speaker. I guess you have now you are not even confident or resilient. You are able to use advanced vocabulary. I guess you have expanded your vocabulary too. So this is something which, everybody wants to have. Everybody wants to have great command over vocabulary part, because everybody says the same thing or have the same complaint that while speaking we are not able to recall the words. So I would definitely love to know, like, how are you learning words and what is the magic behind it, strategy behind it? Can you share that? Because I can see directly, I can see like and it's been only 1 month that you have been talking to people, but I believe behind that, before that, I guess you have been doing it for really 3 years, for 3 years now. So maybe at that time you were learning. So maybe it took really long time, but you must have done a lot of hard work. You must be laborious too. So I want to know the strategy of learning the new words, incorporating the advanced vocabulary in your communication skills.
Yeah, ma'am, if it comes to vocabularies, then I would say I have been in this habit, like collecting words, concrete words from the dictionaries. Nowadays, since we are so much, we feel free to access any word, any kind of thing, any kind of information, I would say, because there are a lot of resources. And when I used to do my like schooling and college, there was no any kind of such smartphone and all, right? So we didn't have any resources. We cannot, that was not accessible, I would say. But yeah, I used to like collect words from the dictionary. And since it's very like a kind of passion, I would say, I'm so much fascinated towards this English language. And I was like kind of, before going to bed, I used to read my dictionary. When I was not having my smartphone, I used to like read my dictionary, and I used to find out words and used to write down it in my diary. So I have, I think this time I have 4 diaries, but I would not say that all the words I have already got registered in my mind. No, this is not the fact. Many words I just all of a sudden just forget. But yeah, again and again, when I read that particular diary which I'm having, so yeah, that word I automatically got registered. It just inculcated in my mind that okay, this is the word, this is the meaning, and there I can use that particular word. And if I tell you about the strength of speaking and the courage of speaking, I would say 3 years back it was like I have to do something. That moment I used to think I have to do something. What can I do? So I used to just record my voice. Initially I used to do such things, record my voice and all, just that. And yeah, I think I did it for 2 months. And after I started making my own videos, very slowly I used to speak. I used to take a lot of pauses. I do pauses, and I would think that moment, okay, I'm doing, at least I'm something doing. So I used to appreciate myself. But yeah, in second year I would say, yeah, I was kind of demotivated. So I thought, okay, let's drop this idea and all. But again, I like I just filled myself, and I arm myself with that kind of courage to speak in front of the camera. Because you know what, it's a very big deal facing the camera. It's you must have that kind of guts to face the camera, talking in front of the camera, and making a good eye contact, right? So yeah, it took time. And now I don't feel like that kind of fear and all while facing a camera. Yeah.
Lot of things you have shared, and I appreciate that you bounced back. So I want to know first that what made you to come back and bounce back and start your journey again? Because a year ago, like in between, you were motivated, but then you, after a year, you thought, let's start it again. So what was that one thing that fired the again this in you?
I would say the fire, the fire within myself, inwardly, like talking in English, anyhow, dealing with people, and tackling such kind of situations in English, that really matters in my life. Yeah, I never ever like go out. Like I always, stay at home. But whenever it just come to go out and deal with people, I like that moment I found myself that I'm not good enough. I'm lacking something, the confidence. And I feel personally, it's my perception, I would say, that confidence gain you that kind of strength to deal with people. That moment automatically you just speak up anyhow. So yeah, confident and courage, both are like interconnecting things. So yeah, I would say that moment there was some kind of work was occurring at my place. Actually, I was getting my house renovated that moment. When I started again, I started over, right? So there was a lot of noise and all. Yeah, initially when I started in my third year, I'm trying to tell you that I was like kind of having such kind of fire, any kind of kindleness I was having, that okay, I have to do it. How can I like work? How can I work on this? So I was like, okay, I have to talk. Whether I'm using some Hindi words as well. I'm not, I would not say that I'm using all the sentences in English. When I started again, so I was like using both languages, in Hindi, in English, not in English. So I was like, no, I have to talk only in English. The main reason was that, the main concept was that, okay, I have to talk in front of the camera so people get to know about me, and I'm losing that. So I thought, no. And since I was having a lot of like noise around me, there are a lot of kind of work was that moment going on at my place. So I was like, no, that kind of, I would say, the kindleness that ignited me, okay, I have to do it. So yeah, one must have that kind of kindleness so that they can ignite their passion towards this English language. And to learn this English language, you must have the passion, as I think. It's all like my perception, my way of thinking, I would say.
And even it's true, I agree with you. It's true that you should have the passion, only then you can learn the language. And second thing, you should be in love with the language. If you love the language, only then you can, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. So when you are in a very good relationship with the journey, with the process, like if I talk about myself, I'm also obsessed with the process. When I do the shadowing, reading aloud and writing something and speaking to people, I feel so connected to this language and to people, and I enjoy talking to people. But for some people, it is kind of a burden. Okay, every day I have to speak for 15 minutes for somebody. I need to practice. They make a plan. Then when it comes to take action, actual action, they just, fail at that. So making plan, having desire is a different thing. But when you are in that good relationship with the language, when you are enjoying the process of talking to people for 15 minutes every day, then you can actually see the results, the drastic results in yourself, and you can speak and you can enhance English. But people, second thing where they fail is they don't have the patience. That is again
Yeah,
essential, very essential to be patient when it comes to learning English or any other language. I would say, because when you are impatient, you feel even you are not putting efforts. You are, you are not in good relationship with the language. You feel it a burden, take it as a burden that have to practice for 15 minutes, and you are expecting more results in just 2 months or in just 3 months. Then there is no, I guess, proper alignment. Okay, so you have to be patient enough, and then you have to practice it every single day with full of energy and with full of enthusiasm. It's not like take it as a burden and then expect the more results. No, you will not be able to learn words. You will not be able to enhance your English that much faster. So I must say, if you want to learn English faster, you should spend all your free time, I must say, all free time, laser time with the language, kind of a friend. So if you love something, you always enjoy time with that person, right? Somebody, if you enjoy somebody's company, you try to, spend your time all time with that person. Similarly, if you are in love with the language, love the process, the journey, you will always love to spend your time with that language, and then you will learn it faster, even without knowing it properly. Like unknowingly, you will be able to see changes in yourself when you are in love, right? Because in myself nowadays, I don't add that speaking and listening part in my chart or in my daily routine, because now I think I am habitual of doing it. I don't need to force myself to go for the speaking part and go for the listening part. So before joining the session, I was listening to somebody's conversation on YouTube, and immediately I got your email, and then I remembered, okay, I have a session with you today. So before that, I was listening. So whenever I have free time in between, then I start listening. And every day I talk to different people. So I don't need to mention, and unknowingly I'm learning. Because when I meet people like you, yesterday also I had a session with somebody who was very advanced and was using really advanced words. So I liked very much that this is the right thing that I'm doing, because I get advanced speakers now and I'm able to learn words, learn how they are speaking, how fluent they are already at English. So today I got you, and I'm really now feeling glad that I got you and you mailed me. Thank you so much for that. I'm learning words, and I'm excited now that you really sent me an email, and happy at the same time, because you seem to me very resilient. As you said, you bounced back. Okay, so which is something motivates us too. Like, especially me. It motivates me that people who, stopped learning the language, they were doing the hard work, then they stop and they bounce back again. And now they are doing really a great job, remarkable job. I can see in you. The results is in front of me, right? So that is one motivates me a lot when I get people like you. So I always appreciate, I always get inspired by people like you. And I think I have watched one of your videos too. Have you talked to somebody? I don't know whether it was your channel or whether it was somebody else's channel. But I watched, I guess, for few minutes. I don't remember, because whenever I get free time, 5 to 10 minutes, I watch some video and then I switch to for the next session. So right before this session, I was watching. So immediately I remembered, okay, I have a session. So I just stopped the video and then I came here. Yeah. For vocabulary part, you mentioned that you used to revise a lot, and you should revise, right, before going to bed. That is one I always tell to my students, to revise words and try to use those words every day in your everyday conversation and practice. Repetition is one which can help you expand your vocabulary, right? This is the only key, I guess. Other than that, there is no magic or a magic pill which you can have for vocabulary. Yes, yes. Repetition is one which we have to do. Okay. I agree with that too. Yeah. So I want to know, like, which word is your favorite word in English?
Which word? There are a lot of words. First of all, enthusiastic.
Great.
And which is I am. I feel like when it comes to learn English, speak with people, I feel very enthusiastic, and I get to know about something about like particular person I'm talking with, and like kind of grammar patterns. When I get to know while talking with them and get to know the other person, so I always prefer this thing that okay, I have to get connected with them by like talking with them on a daily basis, and I also talking with them on every single day, at least 3 to 4 people. That is why I think that has accelerate my way of speaking. Earlier I was like, no, I can talk at least for 4 to 5 minutes more, it's enough for me. But now I can feel okay, it's been 30 minutes, I'm keep on talking and talking, I'm not stopping on a stretch, I'm talking. So it's a really good thing for me. Yeah, you were asking about words, so there are a lot of words. Yeah, actually there's a power cut, that is why something like okay, so there are a lot of words. Engrossed,
Engrossed.
right?
Yes. Hmm.
Engrossed, trained, and hypothetically.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of words. Yeah, a lot of words, I would say.
Okay.
There's essential, not I would say all only just concrete words, so simple words which we use on day to day we are using. I also feel very good, very blessed that okay, I'm having that knowledge, so I feel very blessed about that. Okay, I can use them. So yeah, reluctant,
Hmm.
right? I feel I and now let's say I'm using this word reluctant. So for this word I can use this particular word. Okay, I used to be like a reluctant person when it comes to speak with people, because I was like no, I'm getting that kind of hesitation and I'm fearing by being judged by people. That is why I was like kind of reluctant person earlier. So I can relate this word with particular examples, right? And so that by using such kind of examples we can excel ourselves. We can just get registered that particular word, right? If I tell you about, as I told you this example, okay, so by using such kind of examples we can learn particular words, we can just get registered it, and all of a sudden we feel like okay, this word is very familiar, it's
Hmm.
very like I'm already mingled with this particular word. So that's how we can learn word. So
Hmm.
there are a lot of words just like kind of absent minded because I'm talking with you. So I'm really need to strain my mind.
Hmm.
That
Yeah,
is why.
yeah, got it. Yeah. And I love the words when I get a new word and when I especially listen to the pronunciation. Pronunciation is what inspires me a lot, and I enjoy the pronunciation while learning the language, but learning the words particularly. So the word like gigantic, how beautiful it is, gigantic. The pronunciation is like wow. So there are a lot of words which I like because of the pronunciation, because of the sound of the word gigantic. Wow, conspicuous. I some of the words I don't remember actually, but when I listen to them, listen their pronunciation, I don't even use those words, and I listen to those words pronunciation. I really love one, that is pronunciation. So some are the words which I like because of the meaning. For example, versatile. Versatile has its all meaning, like two types. First is adaptable, second is when you are all rounder, multi skilled. So because of the meaning, sometimes I like the word the most, and sometimes I like because of the pronunciation. So when a person is in the actually aligned with the language, then he will be able to understand this kind of things like the pronunciation, the meaning, the sound of the word. You will start enjoying the process and then you will learn the language faster. I believe in that. This is just my perception for
On this
myself.
note, yeah, sorry to interrupt you. On this note, I remember the word is inadvertently, without
Hmm.
knowing, right? Irrespective of something, right? And the very like I would say that word I got to know when I was doing my 12th class. I got to know vendetta. Vendetta. There's kind of conflict between the like relatives, vendetta, ranjish, right? So there are a lot of words. So I used to, that moment when I was pursuing my 12th class, so I was like kind of very accustomed to this English language, and I got 89 out of 100 because of using concrete words like lucrative. I used there, I remember I used there this word while writing my exam. Lucrative, a lot of words I use there, so I think that is why I got 89. So it's very like kind of achievement for me. So yeah, because of some knowing some kind of like concrete word, that is why.
Okay, so you were passionate and you started learning the words in your 12th standard too. I was not even good at English during my college. Not at all. Even there were a lot of embarrassing moments that a lot of things happened to me even in college that I was not able to speak. I started only learning or maybe speaking simultaneously in 2022. Before that, only I was doing the listening practice. Not consistently, like sometimes. Because I wanted to learn, but I didn't know the right path, the right way to learn the language. Later, when I started talking to people, especially talking to tutors first on Clappingo, then I got this that you should start reading, you should learn words, you should work on the grammar part and all. Still, I didn't work on the grammar part separately because I didn't enjoy at all because of the way they taught in schools. Because of that, I hate grammar. Now I love because I'm able to use it properly. At that time, back in 2000, back in 11, 12, 10, I was not able to understand the tenses and all the grammar patterns. So I used to hate, and I didn't learn it separately. So many tutors suggested me to start reading and listening more. So by reading a lot, then I got to know the patterns, and by listening a lot. So only in 2022, I started all the practices seriously. When I started my channel and my journey, I took it seriously. But in your case, you started in, even you were learning words in 12th, I don't even remember. In 12th standard, I was in the, in a group which was made by our English teacher of all the weak students. So I was in that. So my teacher used to take extra classes for the weak students. So we just mugged up all the questions. I remember I imbibed all the questions by heart, and I just wrote in the paper, and after that I didn't even remember anything of the particular chapter or the subject. And that was last. I thought I remember, I still remember, I thought like from now I will not touch English at all. I remember because I used to hate. I like the language. I remember, still remember. There was a teacher of physics subject particularly. She used to speak everything in Hindi. She used to explain everything in Hindi, but whenever she got angry, she started speaking in English, just everything in English. So that time I fall in love with the language, but I didn't know how to speak, how to write, and because of grammar patterns, I hate the language. So I think I hate the subject, but I like the language. So when I heard somebody speaking it particularly, that fascinated me a lot. But when it comes to read, write, and all that, I hate the language. So then I got inspired, and in after 12th, I vividly remember, yeah, still that I said, no, I'm not going to touch the English language. And I felt so relaxed after that one examination in 12th standard. But we cannot predict things now. Everything I'm doing only in this language, and I'm in the love, totally aligned with the language, and I love everything in English. I watch everything in English. I read in English, and I always tell people to just have a great relationship with the process, with the journey. So I think this is the we can say I planned that I would not touch the language again, the subject English again. But destiny or maybe universe always has smart, big plans for you. So that is why I guess I'm doing everything in this now. Yeah, I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I actually was about to share with you. The thing is, when I was pursuing my second year, I did my 12th class in 2004. So when I was pursuing my 12th, second year, it was like commerce. So I just changed all my subjects from Hindi into English. Since because of getting inspired by one of my professor, and she used to speak in English so good. I was like kind of fascinated by seeing her what she's doing, how, I wish I could speak like her and all. A lot of kind of dreams in my mind. It was just occurring in my mind. So the little thing I can do, that moment I used to do, that was like changing all the subjects from Hindi into English. But yeah, I would say apart from this, I could not do anything. Like after getting married, I got married at very tender age. I was 18, right? So I was like, I left all the things. But yeah, the kind of fire, the kind of feeling, willingness towards this English language was still there, still alive, and it is alive right now. I'm working on this, so it's very big job for me. I'm doing this, so I mean that is why I'm really proud of this. Okay, I'm at least I'm doing, and I'm conversing with people, not in like such a video talk. I went three places, different places. Like locally, I went there, and I talked with them at least for 15 to 20 minutes in English. Not a single Hindi word I used there, and I was so much confident, and they were like, okay. I was like kind of searching for some like kind of grooming classes, and they got me wrong. They understood me wrong. They were I think they were like assuming me that kind of a tutor and all. I said no. I was like searching for grooming classes and all. So yeah, but the experience was like marvelous. I was like, okay, I can do this. Yeah. So I'm not for. Sorry.
Yeah, I said it is actually a big achievement because going outside and having conversation with real people is still something big for me. I have done it maybe twice, maybe once or twice, not more than that. So it is a big achievement. You should be proud of yourself, and I appreciate that you did it.
And I just that moment pat myself. Okay, I can do this. I'm having that kind of fire, that kind of capability. Because earlier I was like in my mind, in my dreams, that okay, I cannot deal with people talking in English. It's very like a big thing for me. It's a hard nut to crack for me. So now I feel no, I can just deal with them. I can tackle any kind of situation in which I have to talk in English. It's really effortless. It's just kind of piece of cake for me. So now I feel very good, very like elated.
You are an inspiration for many people out there. I must say, maybe people do not know yet, but if they watch multiple videos on different YouTube channels, they will get to know. Because as you shared, you started your journey a month ago, speaking journey, right, with people. But I can see the phenomenal changes in your way of speaking, in your body language, while keeping a smile on your face and speaking so fluently, effortlessly. It shows that you would have, I guess, put a lot of efforts into the practice, and practice is the main thing, which is I guess essential to go on regular basis.
This kind of practicing, all kudos goes to this kind of practicing, because if I had not this kind of like speaking platform, I would not have speaking this moment. I would have like kind of a fearful person. But yeah, since I'm getting this, sorry for interrupting you that. So you please continue.
I just want to ask you one last question, because our meeting is going to end in just 6 minutes. So many people still have the fear. I know many people who are very good at English, like very great at English. I had a session yesterday. I had 2 sessions with 2 different people. So the second was very good at writing. I'll share on my YouTube channel that video, and he shared what he wrote the day before yesterday. He shared, I was like amazed. Wow, like excellent writing skills, excellent, to the point, and he shared a lot of words to he learn every day. So I was impressed, and he said like, and while speaking also he was good at English, but he shared that I am not able to speak English. I have a kind of a lack of confidence and fear. So how people can remove the fear, get rid of the fear, and how did you do that? So if you can share any tip which can help people out there, that would be really appreciated.
Firstly, I would say, ma'am, the first and foremost thing is that you must have the kind of willingness. I'm not saying about the students who are like doing their schooling and all. I'm saying about like the person who is at least 18 above and doing their college and all. Okay, so they must have the willingness. At least willingness there must be. And if they are kind of having the willingness, they can do it anyhow. They can smoothly do it. And if the like a kind of, as you were telling me, the fear, The fear is all about, it's all about, mindset, mentality. We are having that moment of getting judged by people, getting criticized by people. Sometimes people mock at us. So it's like initially, when once you start feeling like this kind of negativity and you are not confident enough, there the confidence is all about, just putting yourself, pulling yourself all together, like, okay, I'm okay, I'm this kind at this time, I'm really okay, I'm just I can just deal with the particular person, right? So this kind of confidence I'm talking about, right? Not that confidence which is I'm having right now, which is you are having right now, that confidence. Not the confidence of, okay, I can just deal with. When it comes to talk in your mother tongue, you are very comfortable with others, like, so why don't you feel like that much of confidence on and the comfort? Because yeah, this happens, we feel like discomfort. It's all about discomfort, it's all about fear. They are like kind of interconnected. You feel uncomfortable talking with people. How would they react if I make mistake? What else, what can I do that moment? These kind of negativity, it will all come up all together. So it is we that we have to take that decision, that initiative, that moment. Yeah, and you are that moment have kind of that kind of intuitive, you are having that, okay, I have to do it anyhow. This kind of like conviction, if you are tenacious enough, you can do anything in your life. It's not about just language, any kind of skill you want to grab, you can do it. It's all about that kind of conviction you're having, that okay, I have to do it. I need to just pull together myself, and I have to just go on and on without stopping. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think positive talk to ourselves is very important. First, talk to yourself every single day before going to bed or after waking up, that I am assertive, I am confident, and all these things what you want to see in yourself. You should have the positive talk to yourself and gather your confidence. Try to gather your confidence and try to get rid of the fear by facing the fear directly. I created a short video on that. That if you have any kind of fear, like I had the fear of English, and I faced it, and you also did the same, right? You had the fear, you had the hesitation, you were not confident, but what you did, faced it directly. Okay, yeah. So that is the only thing that you know, like for maybe if people are laughing at you, forget about the mistakes and forget about some time. Let them laugh for 2 months. Let them laugh for 3 months, but keep speaking, keep speaking. After 3 months, they will stop even laughing and they will be even amazed. Oh wow, he is something now. And you will become something for them, right? And they will start respecting you. They will even start asking you the tips. What did you do? How did you do? Right? So things change entirely for you. So let them laugh for some time. Right. So this is the, I think, the right way to just be confident and gain your confidence in any field, I must say. Our meeting is going to end, but before that, I just want to tell you that thank you so much for connecting me. You made my day and you inspired me a lot. You motivated me a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great day ahead and keep spreading the positivity, positive vibes, the energy around you. You have, I guess, great potential, a lot of potential to change the mindset, to change the attitude, the learning attitude. I can see directly in yourself in just 1 month. Wow, it is so impressive. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.
Kind words.
Bye.
Thank you for kind words. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, bye. Take care.
You too.